Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. We are live. Sorry, I'm setting up slightly still. I'm running behind. I just finished a film and watched a little flick, and so I'm a little behind. Give me one second. Let me just set up a couple things here. We're gonna do some inking. We're gonna finish up those 2 pages that I did a week ago. Um, so 1 second. Let me know if you can hear me. I I have my lavalier hooked up, and I want to just make sure that you guys can hear me. So give me a thumbs up, and let me know what's. I'll say what's up. Okay. Let me get these guys going. I think you guys can hear me somewhat. And I need to get my inks out. Let me move this. Okay, we're going to be doing mostly, I think I'm mostly going to do crow quills. So I'm going to use the Dr. P.H. Martin blackness with my deleter and a little crow quill, like a Hunt 102. And so that's what we're going to do to do most of this. I might also use some repeated graphs and things like that. So I like this little flexi guide, so we might use this little flexi guide too. There we go. Okay, so hear that? Sounds like we've got volume going. Let's get to work for the next hour or so. Okay. Why don't I move the camera? Actually, the camera's fine. Am I going to get in the way? Actually, I don't think I will. I think we're just freaking right. So let's get some. Are we going to play some music? Not sure. And I actually do want to share this. So let me share this real quick. Share it, share it, share. Is this how you share it? Yes, it is. Let's share this video. And then let's ink this mofo. Again, what I love about doing this in today's society, in today's world, is I can do this, you guys, and I can fix it in post. I can scan it and redraw it. And so don't think I'm too good for that, because I'm not too good for it. I will do it. I am not afraid of doing it. And so I think there'll be a couple of spots. I already know some parts where I'm not like, I'm not so in love with this. But here's the option. You have one option. One is you sit here and you draft it forever and you kind of get it perfect. Okay. And that is legitimate way to do it. The second option is you just freaking finish the book and finish it and then work on it later. Let it marinate in your mind a bit. So we might do some marinating. Where's my eraser? I need my eraser because there's a couple pencil lines I need to clean up. Hang on. I have my eraser here somewhere. There it is. Okay. How did everyone do for their New Year's and Christmas? Hopefully it was kind of fun or relaxing. What was that? Oh, that's my Bluetooth, which I don't need on, so I'm going to turn that off. I don't think I need that on. Okay, let me take off this jacket. I'm hot suddenly. It's like right when I start this with these freaking lights, I just get burned up. So let me turn this on. That work? Hang on, let me connect here. This. And we're going to start it up. Start this bad boy up. Okay, I normally get this all set up before, so I apologize for my tardiness, or whatever you call this. And is this thing Bluetooth? Oh, whoa. Sorry about that. What I was doing with that. Okay. Hang on, turn it. There, that's what I wanted. I want my Bluetooth to connect. We're not going to get very far with this stinking thing. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Let's do it. And okay. Here we go. I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I'm ready. I already see a mistake here. And we'll just fix it while we'll just ink it, and we'll just do this. So, sorry, it's like 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes. We haven't done anything yet. You know what? That's just the price of entertainment. Okay. 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 Let's just start jamming on this right here. Actually, the camera looks pretty good right now. Okay. Yeah, this has got a lot of problems, but that's okay. That ear is like totally off. That's the problem. One of many. What comics am I reading this week? Oh, good question. Well, I haven't been reading too much, but I will share with you this. I have been reading. I have it actually right next to me. This bad boy. Can you see this? Prince Valiant. Oh yeah, dude. If you've not seen these Prince Valiant books, they're these massive hardcovers that Fantagraphics has the rights to. They are brilliant, like so good, like so good. And so that's what I've been doing, and I have been loving it to death. And so, yeah, that's my jam. Totally loving that big time. So that's what I've been up to. And I read volume 1. I'm like halfway through volume 2, and I'm definitely going to talk about it in the channel. You have it? Oh, mainly read the big 2. Oh, you got to see it. So Prince Valiant was an old strip. It was an old comic strip. Back in the day, in the newspapers. And so this guy named Hal Foster did it. And this is like the genesis of like adventure comics, man. I mean, this is like really good stuff. It's old timey, but I mean, if you like just like comic books and how comic books are told and art and stuff, it's really good. Like all the guys you like from the big 2, they learn from this stuff. Yeah. Oh, the art is like really cool. And it's great to have it in this big, massive book. It's kind of fun to really like dive into the art. Yeah, I would say they're a little pricey, but if you can find one in a library, you can find them in a library sometimes, something like that. I would say definitely check them out, dude. Oh, there you go. Yeah, how you doing, Damien? No, Prince Valiant is epic. I've been reading them because I'm gonna talk about it on the channel sometime soon. So, I concur, my friend. I concur. It is epic. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that dude. So, Hal Foster knows what he's doing, and he's kind of like this illustrator too. He's not just a comic book guy. He kind of like broke it down to a lot of different things. So, yeah, I'm a fan of him. Okay. Have I rated crossover? No, I haven't. I don't know if I know crossover. I don't think I've seen that. I'll have to go check that out. It doesn't sound familiar, but to be honest, I haven't been keeping up with a lot of like modern stuff. Like I've just been really busy with my own, comics and stuff like that. I haven't been reading too much of the like mainstream stuff. I have a stack of mainstream stuff, but it's not getting read as maybe I would want it to get read. But I'm hoping to sometime soon to like get back into it. What I need to do is just like throw down a couple $100 on just like new books, just new comics. But that's not easy to do sometimes. But I got priorities. But yeah, it'd be good. It's a new Image book by Donny Cates. I think there's only 2 issues, but I know what you mean about 3 months behind. Yeah. I do like Donny Cates stuff. I read that one book he did called God something or other. Godland? No, not Godland. It was God Country. It was about a father that had like Alzheimer's, and there was like a hammer, mystical hammer, and there was like a kind of Odin thing going. I want to say God Country or Country of God, something like that. That's the thing that kind of put him on the map for me. What I heard, when I heard about him, and I liked that. That was kind of fun. And I think now sometimes I get Donny Cates mixed up with Tom King. Tom King's done the Batman stuff? Who did the Mr. Miracle? Was that Donny Cates or was that Tom King? That might have been Tom King did the. Oh yeah, God Country. Yeah, that I might be thinking of the other guy too who did the Mr. Miracle and the Vision. Was that Tom King? Maybe I like both of those a lot. Those were fun. Okay, I'm gonna move up to this guy. Crossover was just okay, according to Damien. Yeah. Yeah, I think God Country was like the one that like really put him on the map for a lot of people. I think that was like the breakout like book. Yeah, Tom King. Yeah, Tom King was that. That's what I thought. I get for some reason I feel like they both came on the scene at the same time, or at least for me they did. And so I heard about them around at the same time, and so I kind of like get those two mixed up. Plus their names, Tom, Don, Tom, Kate's King. My dyslexia kind of kicks in with that kind of stuff. So I'm just like, oh, it's the same dude, even though clearly it's not. And one's like ex-military guy, I think, from like he's like in his like early 40s, and the other kid, I think Donnie's like a kid. He's like in his like early 20s, I think. I could be mixing that up too, but I think something like that. You know. Silver Surfer Black, written by Cates, had mind bending art by who's that? Trad Moore. Oh, what's that? I don't know what that is. I've never heard of Silver Surfer Black. I did remember reading some of those old Silver Surfers back in the day, like the was it Ron Lim? Or am I getting that mixed up? I want to say Ron Lim did it. Maybe it was someone else. Is this wet still? I'm gonna be careful. I always stick my freaking palm in wet ink, and tonight I refuse to do that. I'm going to protect my hand, my wrist, from the blackness, which is this ink. What's this for? Oh, this is a graphic novel, dude. This is page 95 of this story that I've been working on. It's gonna be a big old freaking book, probably somewhere between 200 and 300. And it's a story. It is kind of a coming of age story about a boy and his mother after divorce that live in a trailer park community in the South in the 80s. So it's kind of got this like slice of life, coming of age, trailer park story. It's a different culture in the South. And so I kind of explore some of those things, and particularly in the 80s with like, you know, everything was about ninjas and breakdancing and VHS tapes and all those kind of like nostalgic things that people dig. And so it's got a little bit of that going in it. So that's what this is about. And there's a bunch of like little dream sequences and kind of fun stuff happening. This scene is actually about the kids playing Dungeons and Dragons for the first time. 1984 is when this box set of Dungeons and Dragons came out called the Red Box. And the main character, his name's Andy. He gets a copy of D&D and he tries to play it with these kids in the trailer park. So this is like that scene. We're kind of like drawing this out here a little bit. That's what I've been working on. And I have a couple other graphic novels. It's all my Patreon. If you want to check that out, you can see some of it is paid, but like a paywall. But there's a lot of stuff that's on the Patreon that you can see. You can check out for free, so you don't have to pay the $1 a month if you don't want to do that. No biggie. So yeah, I did a Western, like a horror Western a couple years ago called Prime, Missouri. And then I'm doing also like a science fiction story. I just did a story called Cannibals on Mars for some guys that'll be coming out next year. So yeah, this is mine though. This is my little baby that I'm kind of excited about. But as I was saying when I started, there are definitely some errors in this, which we will fix digitally. What happens usually is I try to get it done, and then I'll go back and make corrections. But the trick is you just got to get it going. If you don't, you'll just never finish the freaking thing. So sometimes you just have to like get it down on paper, you know? It's better to just like draw it with crap than to never draw it and just have something going. It's like a draft, you know? Don't wait for it to be perfect because no one's stuff is perfect. You're just going to wait forever. So my advice is always just get it done and just like afterwards figure out how to fix it. That's wet. I can do this over here though. So yeah, besides the Prince Valiant, I also been reading a little bit of manga. I read Gantz for the first time, which is actually pretty good. I enjoyed that. And I'm reading this other book. I can't remember the name of it though right now. And that's it. I haven't been reading that much. I've been actually getting more into film. So I've been watching a lot of like independent films and like foreign films, French and Italian. I've done a little bit of film work in LA, and I'm kind of getting jazzed about maybe dipping my toes into that world again. So I don't know how that's going to play out necessarily, but it'd be nice to. It actually kind of looks kind of fun. It'd be nice to kind of like do a little bit of more film work. I mean, maybe even translate one of these stories into something that would work as a little short film or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Can I draw here? Yeah, I can do this. So what has everyone else been reading now that we talked about me and my lack of comic book reading? You guys did mention a couple of things for me to check out, so I'll definitely have to look at Crossover just to take a look at it. And there was something else, Black Surfer. I'll have to look at that too. I'm intrigued by both of those. Although I have like Amazon wish list, which is like got all my books on it. Because honestly, guys, that's where I'm getting a lot of my comics nowadays. I'm just like comic shops. We've got a couple comic shops here, and they're good, guys. But sometimes I'll just wuss out and get like stuff from Amazon. So that's where like all my list of like stuff to get is right now, and it's like half manga, half like comics, and then another half, which really doesn't make sense mathematically, like illustration books and art books and things like that. So, but the problem is just reading them is like getting the time. It's hardest time, dude. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. I feel like we're making some progress here. What's going on with Trump, dude? Should we not talk about politics? And it's hilarious if I start talking politics. But what's going on with the freaking like these tapes and stuff? Like, is this for real? Like, oh my gosh. Is this world not just insane now? I feel like every day it's like something new and bizarre is happening. So weird. Okay, I'm gonna let some of this dry because I've got like ink wet everywhere. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna start at the corner here and work this way because I'm a lefty. So I might as well just do this. So let's start with this big old wrist here and just draw this mofo. Maybe I'll even should I zoom in a bit? Maybe I should zoom in a little bit. I feel like I'm a little bit, yeah, it's a little better. There, maybe that's a little bit better. Sorry guys, it was a little bit too far out. It's like, if you want to see what the heck I'm doing, it's a little better to see. Okay, I'm drawing a hand, or I'm trying to draw a hand. And hands, as you know, are very difficult. They're difficult because there's just so many like facets to the damn things. They move in so many freaking ways. And so it's just you know, they're just freaking tricky. Hands and faces, feet, that's what it's all about. And then realizing that for a woman, you got to redo it because the women are so different. I was working this weekend just on drawing girls, so I have a sketchbook full of like just like girl, not sketchbook, but like a couple pages of just drawing women. And it's like to draw a beautiful woman is a complete skill set in its own. It's not freaking easy, and it's like these guys that you see that draw girls. It's like it's it's lucrative, and it's like careers are made out of it because it's just so freaking hard to draw an attractive girl. There's just so much that's needed. Okay. I read volume 1 of the manga Berserk, recommended by several friends. Hey, dude. Okay, let's talk about that because I mentioned that actually I recorded a video. I have Berserk. I actually was going to give it away. I didn't care for Berserk, bro. Now I only got like the $10 one, which was like volume 1, so it wasn't like one of the omnibus, which would give you a lot more story. But like I couldn't get into Berserk, and I was like, okay, I don't want to spend 50, $60 to figure out if it's good or not. I was bummed out about that, man. I totally am with you on that. There are a couple mangas that I love that I'm gonna get all of them. Like Monster, I really like Monster, and I really like Planetes. But like some of these other ones, um, like even Gantz. Gantz was cool, but I spent $30, or no, I'm sorry, I spent $25 on Gantz, and I still don't really know what the story is. I don't really know if I want to know. It's like I don't want to have to spend, $80 to figure out what the story is. So that's kind of a bummer because while I really do like the page count in a manga, and it's like, wow, you're getting like for $10, 200 pages or whatever, um, if it takes if it takes 500 pages to figure out if it's good or not, then I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I'm not sure if that's the right return on investment. Whereas in the States, you would find, a story is like 150, 160, 200 pages max. And that's, about 20, $30. So the math is a little different there. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm like, yeah, I everyone loves Berserk. Like I said, I read the first one. I thought it was kind of cool, but I don't know if it was like, oh yeah, I gotta read this. This is like epic. That was my takeaway on it. And I definitely didn't feel like spending some more bones on it. I would get it at the library. I'm not afraid to read it. I'm just not like hot to trot on buying more of it rather. In fact, I was going to get rid of the one. Um, so manga is different in that regard. Just like as far as like the value proposition is like, okay, you get a lot more pages. You might not have more scenes because a scene in a manga is like 20 pages for a kid to like walk home from school. It's like, oh, okay, well, because nowadays, back in the day, a manga would have 12 pages, 12 panels in a page. Now you're getting 3 panels in one page. So they're really big. The art's big and everything, which is kind of fun, but you're not going nowhere quickly. They take some freaking time. So that's my 2 cents, dude, on that score. Yeah, I was even going to talk about Berserk. I might have. Did I talk about it on the channel? I can't remember if I did. I was either I did it because I didn't love it, or I did talk about it on the channel and I just was like kind of blasé about it. I don't remember if I did talk about it. I try not to talk about things that I don't really like, and I can't remember if that was a book that I was like just kind of like said, I'll just pass on it or what. I don't remember. But yeah, it was not. I wasn't feeling Berserk. I know I'm in the minority for sure, but it's okay. We all can't like the same stuff. It's my take on that. Um, okay. Get these little bottles and soda cans. Done. Okay. Can't even tell what this is here. I have to draw this a little bit from scratch. Okay. And let me see here. I got to put this table. They're outside at this little picnic table playing D&D. So we'll do some fun lighting in a little bit for them. Okay. Put some dice. And if you've never played D&D, highly recommend it. Super fun game. You need a good DM, which is the dungeon master. But once you get a good DM and you get someone who likes to pretend and act and that kind of stuff, you can have a lot of fun with it. I'm a big fan. I've played for many years. There we go. Yeah, this is an example of something I'm going to have to fix. That's okay. I'll have to fix this face here. Something fierce. Because it's all wonky. I just need to redraw that is what I needed to do, but let's just worry about that another day. Today, just get everything inked so we can scan this bastard. It's like I said, tons of stuff to scan. I want to finish these guys so I can scan them. That's my idea, at least. Okay. How's it going? We got someone else that joined us. I'm gonna close in even closer a little bit just to kind of see what the hell I'm doing here. Get that cheek in there good. He's got a little bit of that kind of Joker smile here, doesn't he? That like Brian Boland. Okay. Okay. Let's do the his hair. Trying to figure out what this is. Oh, these are just shadows. This is just shadow. Okay, I'm just like, what is going on here? I should have started with his hair first, and I didn't. So I kind of screwed that up. Because now I'm going to get my big palm in this. The idea behind this scene here is just these guys are playing D&D and having fun. So this is Andy's moment of like having friends. Some of you were here for the last time I did this. Actually, this is just me finishing up that page I did like a week and a half ago or so. We're going a little cartoony with this, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, we're getting there. we go. Oh, this works out pretty good. Okay. Okay. Did that. Let's do this character here. Oh, I messed that up. This is a lantern, which is going to give off light. So I should not have done this. I should have done it here. Screw that. I'm going to fix that. The lighting's in the wrong spot. And if I would have thought about it a little bit more, I would have known that. But I just realized that my pencils are wrong. Okay. There we go. I think I'm going to put, let me do this hand real quick, then I'll do that. Okay, let me do I'm gonna switch here with this Wikipedia graph. Try to get this line set up. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, getting there. I feel like we're making some progress a little bit here. Okay, let's do his face too while we're doing it. Our little dungeon master, Andy. You know, he's a little boy who basically has no friends, come to this new neighborhood, you know, doesn't really fit in, doesn't have a father. That whole deal. Hopefully. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see the face. Okay. Okay, let's do these guys right here. Let's do a little hair. There we go. Okay, that's good enough for now. Okay, let's do, okay. Should we go down here? Let's do this. Can I do this? Hey, is this dry? Hey, let me just bottle real quick. Anybody seen any good movies lately? Any kind of like movies, podcasts, TV shows, anything to do while you're drawing? It's like I'm asking for a friend. Yeah, if you do know something, let me know, because I'm always on the hunt. There we go. Okay. Let's go here and do this right here. Okay. Go. This little bottle. Okay. Let me just do this real quick. This is him, which is him. What time is it? It is. Oh, it's after 11. I got some stuff to do. I kind of feel like we did pretty good though. Let me see here. Let me verify that by looking at this. So we actually did pretty good. We bumped this up a bit. Bump, bump, bump. Did that? I didn't want to bump it, did it? Yeah. So we did a little bit. We got to redo that. Once I erase that and do this lantern, that's not bad. I got to redo this. Did most of this. Got a little bit there. And then on the other page, I got to fix that up a little bit. That's kind of goofy. It's the head proportion is goofed up with the rest of them. So I got to fix that. Did that and a little bit here and here. So yeah, we're getting there. It's almost done. I think tomorrow I'll have it finished. And then I got to just scan, color. I probably won't even get to inking and penciling and inking for like weeks because I have to color so much. That's okay. It's part of the deal. So I'll probably record doing colors. So thanks a lot for watching, you guys. You're the best. Have a great night. It's time for me to get myself together. So have a great night, and thanks for watching the channel. Check out the Patreon, all that kind of fun stuff, and be safe. Have fun.